Welcome back. Today we're going to spend a few words on 1111, which happens to be in a couple days on Monday. So I think most of you probably ran across Bad Guy's 1111 video yesterday, and it was good because he sort of covered half of it. So he basically says if you haven't picked up a ZSX or a Blonde or a V90, 1111 is your day to do that. And agreed. So what I'm going to talk about are the things that are actually in my cart, which are not those things. These are the things that he said not to pick up, the more riskier things, the things that no one really has yet because they just came out recently, and a couple of them have been out a little while, but in general, these are the things that people are just starting to talk about, but no one really has them in their hands, or they really haven't been reviewed yet. And so let's take a spin through some of these real quickly. So this one actually came from a comment. Someone asked, hey, what do you think about the VJJB N30s? And I said, I have no idea. I will put them in my cart and we'll take a look. But, you know, look at them. They are a hybrid. 6mm kind of dynamic driver kind of sounds weird, but I was kind of reading through and like, hey, that's super cool looking and interesting. And on 1111, it goes down for $20 so that's a possibility. I'm not sure I'm going to pick this one up, but it's definitely sitting in my cart. It's been sitting in my cart for a little while. And I'm not even sure how to pronounce this, but we'll call it FAL. FAAEAL, the hibiscus. So this one kind of runs along the lines of the Blonde, where people were trying to figure out what parts were inside of it, who tuned it, is it really an oxygen, is it not an oxygen, did the guy who tuned the oxygen tune the Blonde? Lots of rumors, and that's what the FAL hibiscus is right now. And last I checked, no one actually had it in their hands. So this one is my long shot, $55 on 1111. So that's kind of risky. Not everyone wants to do that, but you know, I don't know. It's one of those things where it'll either turn out really good or it'll be a fail like its name. Not sure, but in my cart, and looks cool, but it's all rumors at this point. So last week I think I did the Senford DT6. This is actually the DT6 Pro. And so I really like the DT6. Does the Pro mean it's better than the DT6? No idea. Haven't seen a review of it. I'm not even sure it's shipped to anyone yet. But it's basically the DT6 plus another balanced armature. Are they going to ruin the tuning? Is that going to make any improvement? No idea. But now that I'm looking at this page, so keep in mind that these things are in my cart, and I just put them there because of where I found them searching. But 1111 is all about where are you going to get it for the cheapest price. So ignore any of these stores that you may read, because that may or may not be where I'm actually going to buy it from. But I just saved it just so I could find it again. But yeah, in general, I just go through and say, oh, I'm looking for the DT6 Pro. Who's got it the cheapest, and buy it from them. That's general policy there. So ignore any of the stores that you may see. TFZ King Edition, which is really the King Edition of the number 3. The odds of me buying this one is about 0, because I'm not going to throw down $129 to gamble that it's any better than the number 3. So what's different about the King Edition is it's got this dip switch and it changes tunings. And what does that mean? No one knows. No one has it. I am not going to be the first one to throw $130 at it to find out. But I love the number 3, and perhaps I will love the King Edition more, but not risking that one. So here's a fascinating one called the N3, and I forgot the actual brand on that one, some wacky brand. So the thing about this one was the 3 is actually a triple dynamic driver, and the basehead in me said add this one to your cart. And if you look at it on even normal prices, The $20 one, I think, is the actual MMCX version with, I think it's a metal backplate. I think was the only difference. I think they're both triple drivers, but it was the cable and the plate and the finish was a little different. It's what extra $5 gets you, but this one might be my $19 pick. I'll probably pick this one up most likely on Monday. At that price, I think I might throw it down just to try a triple dynamic driver and see if that makes any sense or not. So I'll have to give you a link to, I forgot the name of the brand. It's some crazy brand name that I've probably never heard of, but that's that. So here's one that just came out that, again, haven't saw any reviews of it. So TRN just released a BA5. So this is a BA only, 5 BA only set. Again, don't know too much about it. Just came out. I don't even know if these are actually shipping or not, but it's for sale. So mine, I'm not going to buy it on 11/11 because mine is going to be in the mail next week. Someone is sending this to me anyway. But if you were looking for a new TRN for your collection, I think that is the newest one as of right now. And I haven't run across anyone who has it, but I haven't actually looked either. And I'll probably look this weekend to see if anyone's gotten their hands on it yet. There's probably a early one out there somewhere for review. So second thing that I love to do on 11/11, cables. And just to take a step back, I've tried to explain how cables changed the sound on the ZSX a few times already. And I tried it again, I think the other day, where the whole cable thing it's a mystery, right? It's very hard to scientifically prove that it changes the sound at all. Yet sometimes you'll just find the right cable and the right IEM, and you're like, oh, this sounds different. And that's sort of what happened to me. And so I sort of think about it in terms of food, right? If I made you roasted potatoes here with salt and pepper and roasted potatoes here with salt and pepper and served you, this one with like just a sprinkle of finishing salt on it, it would taste better. Does that taste 10% better, 20% better? No, it's maybe 1% better. But is this one any less better, right? Is this 99% potatoes? No, it's fine. It's just that this one is slightly better according to you or me. And so that's what the cable thing is. I noticed that the bass sounds better on the ZSX. A lot of other people will say, well, especially on the ZSX, the silver adds a little sharpness to the treble because that's sort of what was missing from it. And so I try to enhance the bass. They're trying to enhance the part that they feel needed to be fixed. So everyone has this personal opinion of what cable does what. There's no real answer. I can't say it improves anything because that probably doesn't make any sense. And then I try to say, well, the stock cable may not be at the full potential. Maybe that's not right. So I don't know the exact way to explain to someone who's never experienced it what really happens and why buying a cable with the ZSX does anything at all. But so that probably didn't make any sense as well. But I will continue on with some of my cables that are in my cart. And I'm not entirely sure. These are almost all based on the discount. And so some of the ones that I would kind of refuse to buy, I sort of love that under $10 to $16 cable. The nice HCKs, the TRN T2s, they're all fall in that sweet spot of upgrade cables under 15 or 20, whatever. So on 11/11, there's a bunch of cables that were in this $30 range that are now in the $16 range. So they've now kind of fallen into my budget. So I might pick up some just to try, like I've never tried. This is the Yinyu 2-core, and I have no 2 cores, but this seemed to be a kind of bigger thing in the later half of the year of a bunch of these popped up. So looks awesome. So at $15, I might actually give that a try, buy one of those to see if I like the feel of a thick 2-core or if it makes any sound difference. But I mean, at $16, I think I might throw down that just to try that. So then you had, so these guys are ones I've been watching all year. So like I said, I buy these $16 ones, and pretty much all year there was the one step up from the $16 was always in this $30 to $40 range. And I'm like, well, I'm just not that interested to throw down something that looks like the $16 cable, but is better. I don't really know, but I'm not going to spend $40 to figure it out. So now these $39 to $42 cables are $17 and $18. So again, I might buy just a full set at $16 just to try them, because I'm definitely not going to pay $40 for them. But at $16, I'm willing to try. So another series from IEM, I love the blue and the silver cables. If you have a V90 and midnight blue like I do, it is a perfect accessory for that if you're into fashion. But again, I actually loved it. I have the cheap version of this cable that I paid $16 for. This is the upgraded version, which goes for $35 to $38. On 1111, it's going to be about $17 to $18. So I'm going to pick up one of those too. I was not sure which one. So this is probably the one, the kind of my long shot one. But so if you watch my videos, you know I have the nice HCK is the $16 16 core copper one that I have a lot. This is like a new one, and I'm not sure you can really see it on video, but this is the blended copper version. So if you go back to Hakuzen's thread where he talks about his favorite cable, it actually resembles this cable. He likes the blended copper, silver, gold. So I think this one is, I'm probably going to buy one at $20, 22 to 24. I don't know if I'm going to go buy 2 or 3 of them, but I think I'm definitely going to buy one just to try this blended mode. I think it's actually his favorite cable. Just not this particular cable. His is like I think it was $130. I'm like, I trust him, not that much that $130 on a $30 or $40 IEM. I'm not sure I'm going to go there, but $20, I think that'll be almost a definite one that I will purchase on 1111. So that's it. Also, these guys, if you, I buy these things a lot. This is the old KZ case. I just recently got some new ones. 1111, if you can find these guys at 70 cents or so. This is what I use. Label IEMs on the bottom, but I don't know why they're there. I just put them there because I was happy that they sent me the new KZ logos. So that's it. Thank you, and I will see you next time, and good luck shopping on 1111 if that's what you plan on doing. So, see ya.